What is going on, guys? It's Monday and paintball my week. Thank you, BlackFridayPaintball.com, for making this video happen. Head over to their website to check out all the new World Cup gear. So this is the World Cup edition of this Paintball Ruined My Week weekly paintball news video show thing. So it's gonna be crazy. Without a doubt, the longest Paintball Ruined My Week video you will or have ever seen. Every single new product at World Cup. First, let's start with GI Sportz products and the GI Sportz Level 250 Top Shell Extender Kit. The extended shell is a 250 round top shell for the current GI Sportz level hoppers. It is designed to make the level hold 250 paintballs, comes with the newest version of the level speed feed, is $50, and is gonna come in gray, red, black, and olive. GI also released a gun, kinda, the GI Sportz Stealth. The Stealth is really just GI's custom version of the Planet Eclipse Gtek 160R. So it's a Gtek 160R with custom milling, comes with a pops on-off, blade trigger, low-rise feed neck, two-piece driver XX barrel kit that's gonna come with the 684, 688, and 692 backs. Colors have yet to be determined. They'll likely be black, and they're gonna sell for $994.95. GI Sportz also kind of has a new hopper out, the Level 2. Already, I mean, it just seems like that thing just came out. GI Sportz is calling it the Level 2, but like I know we've seen like pictures of Edmonton Impact have these custom level hoppers that have like their names on the side, but the Level 2 at least is gonna come with new motors, so it's gonna make the hopper quieter, and that new speed feed that's coming on that 250 round extended shell kit. The Level 2, or at least the Edmonton Impact version, is gonna sell for $160, and the new price for the regular level is dropping to $100. GI Sportz are gonna become a distributor for push paintball products. That's good news, I think, for everybody, as push products have been kind of hard to get a hold of. So if you want a mask or want me to review a mask, that's good news. VForce have released some new HDR lenses for the Profiler and grills. There are 3 new colors, both for the Profiler and grill, the Phantom, the Metamorph, and the Quicksilver, and they're going to remain that typical HDR price of $49.95. Along with those HDR lenses, VForce are also re-releasing the Zebra VForce grill and profilers. So for all you guys that bought this thing for $400, you can now buy them for $89.95 and the grill for $129.95. Empire are releasing new mini GS colors. Yes, big news. They are releasing blue and green and brown, and I'm gonna call them sand mini GSs. The blue-green's kind of cool. It kind of like harkens back to the good old days of the original Empire Mini. They should be available very soon, and I imagine they're gonna be a regular mini GS price, $299.95. Empire are also releasing a new like color design template theme thing for the Empire Axe Pro, a skull patterned gun. It's gonna sell for a whopping price of $699.95. And it looks cool at least. I kind of like the gray and white, black, and then that big orange or red Empire logo on it. It looks kind of cool though. But I don't know about $150 more. There are new Empire EVSs, the Thorns and Steampunk patterned masks. They are a Thorns and Steampunk version. Steampunk's kind of cool. It's got like gears on it. It's very steampunky. Both of those masks are gonna come with that Ninja smoke lens and sell for $169.95. MacDev have shown, and I've talked to them about the Prime, their new high-end tournament marker that's gonna replace the Clone 5. The MacDev Prime's a lot of new paintball gun. It comes with like a new drivetrain, board, electronics, hardware on the electronics, solenoid. Almost the entire gun is new. They've been heavily tested by pro paintball teams Tampa Bay Damage and Russian Legion. Really all year, I guess, Russian Legion and Tampa Bay Damage have been using the new Infinity drivetrain that's coming in the Prime. So the goal with the Prime was try to make a gun that was much more simpler than guns they've made in the past and just make it stupid reliable. MacDev says they have done that. We've yet to see it because it's not really out yet. Expect it to start shipping in December for $1,400. EXALT have released new barrel made and supreme barrel swabs in 4 colors. There's a solid black, black with lime, black with cyan, and black with red. They're typical barrel made priced at $12.95 and typical Supreme Swab priced at $14.95. EXALT also released the HD Tech mats. I really like them. I think they're a good size. They're made well. They're a good blend of like softness yet firmness. I really like the O-ring sizer. I like how that O-ring sits in that little groove, so it's very easy to tell what size O-ring you're checking. They're gonna come in 5 colors: gray, red, lime, cyan, and black and lime, and can be had for $19.95. The EXALT Alpha pads. EXALT now have 3 pairs of elbow pads. They're high-end ones, the Free Flex, and then the T3, that middle tiered one. And then now the Alpha pad, the least expensive of all 3 elbow pads. When I look at the Alpha pad, I look at it more as like forearm protection. So like if you don't want to get shot in the forearms or the arms a lot, the Alpha pad would be good. If you're looking for lots of diving protection, I still think going with one of those 2 better pads, whether it's the Free Flex or the T3 pad, are gonna be better options for you guys that are diving a lot. They're only coming in this black color and are available for $24.95. Planet Eclipse this weekend, we're showing off their Gmek, or at least maybe a version of the Gmek, really a Gtek with the new mechanical frame on it. They were kind enough to give me one of those things, and I made a video about it. You can find that right up there. It's pretty cool. I actually really like it, but we found out that it's gonna be sold, at least right now, only in a frame. So you can only buy the mechanical frame and then put it onto the current Gtek. That will sell for $130. And then later on, there might be plans to maybe add it as a $100 like bonus bundle thing or whatever when you're buying a Gtek. And if it's very popular, that is the mechanical frame, they will look into making complete Gmeks, so like complete mechanical guns, not just the frame. Frame should start shipping toward the end of the year. Along with that mechanical frame, I was able to get a hold of the EMC kit for the Etha 2. The EMC kits are like those kits that are going on the Planet Eclipse guns like the E-Tech 5 or LV1 that kind of give them a more tactical look. They're adding like tactical rails and like spots for slings and more tactical stuff. It's kind of cool when it's on the Etha 2 though, because the Etha 2 has that nylon body. You can like ditch the entire body, put the EMC kit on, and it kind of looks like it's made for it. It's shipped that way. Whereas the other EMC kits for like the E-Tech 5 or the LV1 kind of go on to the current body, so it looks like a add-on or like a afterthought. Where the EMC one for the Etha 2 is just way cleaner. They're gonna come in tan and black, are gonna probably sell for $130. There is no firm launch date yet, as they're still kind of working on it and tweaking designs, but they look like they're probably gonna ship fairly soon, like at least in 6 months. HK Army at this NXL World Cup have a lot of new things, and some of those new things are new colors for their 0G harnesses, that cool strapless harness they have. So they have lots of new colors. They have this amped colorway, the fire colorway, energy colorway, the charcoal colorway, rising sun white, rising sun black, HH gray, HH tan, and carbon fiber. 0G packs range from $75 to $80. HK Army are also showing off their new FREELINE gloves. The FREELINE gloves are just like a minimal glove. They're not too crazy, they're really just a glove. They sell for $34.95. You can get them in stealth, graphite, fire, and amp. HK Army are also showing off their brand new FREELINE jerseys. They're not just new colorways, they're a whole new thing. So the HARDLINE jersey was HK Army's previous paintball jersey. They had like elbow pads and like a little bit of shoulder protection. The FREELINE ones are just nothing. There's a bunch of ventilation, a little bit of like, I don't know, good fabric on the forearm so they don't rip, but there are no pads found on it anywhere. They come in 4 colors: amp, graphite, fire, and energy, and can be had for $89.95. There are new colorways for the HK Army HARDLINE pant. They're just new colors. It's not a redesign of the pant, just new like patterns and colors for 2018. There are 4 colors that match those FREELINE jerseys in graphite, fire, amped, and shown here in energy. They are $149.95, the same price they've always been. HK Army also have a new barrel on display, the XV barrel kit. The XV barrel kit is a 15-inch barrel, looks to have 8-inch barrel backs, at least it looked that way, or like, I don't know, more felt that way when I was fondling the back. It's gonna come with 3 backs in that kit, 681, 685, and 689. The kit's gonna come in 5 versions: dust black, polished black, black and red, black and blue, and a version with a carbon fiber tip. The aluminum tipped versions are gonna be $129.95, and that carbon fiber tipped version, $169.95. The HK Army marker case. The marker case is designed to hold, like, I don't know, typical speedball, normal sized paintball gun. Has 4 spots for barrels, so you can put like their XV barrel kit, their 3 backs barrel tip in that case. And has room for some other various parts like O-rings or batteries, Allen wrenches, something like that. They're pretty hard and firm, so there's a little bit of like crush proof, smash resistance-ness to the case, and they're gonna sell for $32.95. The most exciting thing to me that HK Army had here at World Cup was a pre-production version of the Vcom. HK Army purchased the intellectual property from Bob Long / Field One for the Vcom paintball marker about a year ago. They had the Bob Long Field One guys making them for a while, but now they have taken production over and are making them all themselves. So it's kind of the same thing as the Vcom. It still uses that like spool engine and pop valve engine. The regulator is the same, trigger's the same, on-off's the same, but they said they redesigned the LPR a little bit, but it's practically the same gun. It's just like a new version of the Vcom, the HK Army Vcom. There is no word on price or availability or anything. It was just like a sneak peek at what's coming soon. Valken were showing off some of their new bags, the Phantom bags. They have a backpack that they're gonna be selling for $89.95, a duffel bag that is also gonna be that same price, $89.95. And then a rolling gear bag that is gonna be $199.95, and it's designed to work with their new marker cases. So there's like little slots or spots in the bag that those cases, I don't know, slot into. One of the things I think that's kind of neat about the rolling gear bag and the backpack is that there's actually like spots on the backpack that are designed to slide onto the handle of the rolling gear bag. So everyone knows, right? You're walking through the airport, you're rolling your bag along, you're trying to like rest stuff on the top of that bag. So that's kind of cool that the backpack can like slide onto it and remain secure and it's not gonna fall off. I kind of like that, it's kind of clever. Valken also have some new cases. A goggle case that's gonna sell for $29.95, looks very similar to the EXALT case, but like a little bit different. It's kind of like that little pouch that's in the center has been moved down a little bit, but it's very similar to the EXALT one, just has no microfiber on the inside. They have a tank case that is $24.95, also very similar to the EXALT case, and again, no microfiber on the inside, shaped a little bit different though. The loader case is gonna sell for $24.95, and also again, looks like an EXALT case, but with no microfiber on the inside. So I think most of you people, and kind of everyone, is gonna compare these directly to the EXALT cases, and yes, they're very similar. I don't think they're made as nicely though. I think the EXALT cases seem a little bit like, I don't know, firmer and maybe a little bit built better, but that doesn't mean that the Valken ones are bad. They're just maybe not as nice, I don't know, as the EXALT ones. Valken also have a new mag-fed gun, the Valken Blackhawk MFG, MFG standing for mag-fed gun. The Blackhawk MFG is based on Valken's Blackhawk guns, a gun that's very similar to the like Tippmann 98s or the BT/Empire BT4 combat stuff. The MFG is gonna take both first strike and round ball, which is kinda cool. There's not like a good gun that's kinda in that price that's able to take first strike and just normal paintballs. It's gonna come with a 13 cubic inch tank. It can take both first strike and round paintballs, so that's kind of cool. There's not a really good valued first strike and round ball gun out there. I mean, yeah, there's the Spider MR6, but I don't know, the MFG, it looks better than the MR6 to me. And those magazines that can take that first strike and round ball hold 20 rounds. It is an all metal construction on the body and lower receiver, so it's made pretty well. It does feel pretty good in the hands. There's no specific release date. I'm gonna guess toward the end of the year, but it's gonna sell for $249.95. Following with that Phantom Agility line, Valken have the Phantom Agility Pack, a new strapless harness that's gonna come in a 4+5 configuration to hold 9 pods. I actually like this thing. Solid black, fan of the solid black, and then it has like a unique like tension tightener system for the straplessness part of it. You unvelcro the back flap, and then on the sides, there's 2 tab pullers, things you can pull and tighten some elastic to kind of like cinch all the pods a little bit tighter. So if you're having problems with like pods falling out or something, you can like tighten it up. I have no idea what they're gonna sell for. I asked, they told me, and totally forgot. but I know Valken products fairly well, so I'm going to assume they're going to sell for around $60. Availability still not 100%, but should be hopefully by the end of the year. Tippmann showed off their new air-through stock for the Tippmann TMCs. The air-through stock is a replacement stock for the TMC that it takes a 13 cubic inch tank to put like a tank in the back so you can get rid of that tank or remote line on the bottom of the trigger frame. Only gonna work with the newer versions of the TMC, so you have to have serial number 6000 or newer. I think those are like guns made in the last roughly like 5 months. It's gonna sell for $59.95 for just the stock, and you can also buy it as a TMC and air through stock, like bundle-y package for $249.95. One of the cooler things at World Cup that I saw was the Tippmann Raider. It kind of reminds me of like a mechanical version of the Empire Defender. So the Raider is really a version of the Tippmann Striker, and the Strikers are built off the Smart Parts Ion platform. The Ion intellectual property is owned by Key Action Sports, well, I should say was owned by Key Action Sports, now owned by GI Sportz, that owns Tippmann as well. It's getting confusing. So yeah, it's a mechanical gun with a mechanical hopper. It's kind of weird. They totally explained how it worked, and I forgot. Somewhere when the bolt moves back, like hits a rod or something like that and spins a like drive inside that hopper and then like forces a paintball into the gun. It's pretty cool. I didn't ever think we would see this. It's kind of like a non-air version of the, like, I don't know, Tippmann Cyclone or something like that. It's pretty neat. They're gonna sell for $299.95 and will be available February of next year. Virtue has a new pod pack, the Elite pod pack. I actually did a video on that yesterday. You can see that right up there if you wanna see more about the Elite pod pack. Only gonna come in a 4+7, so you can hold 11 pods. Will come in red, cyan, lime, purple, gray, and tiger stripe, and will be available very soon. We also officially found out what the Virtue N-Charge battery is for. It is a battery that's gonna fit Virtue Spires and die rotors. It'll go in the Virtue Spire 200, 260 Spire 3, as well as the die rotor, the original version, the R2, and the LTR. Bunker Kings have a new version of the Supreme harness. It's still gonna be very similar to the previous Supreme harness. They changed the little like elastic loopy thing on the top, the ejector. They've added a little bit more flex to the pod holders to make putting pods in and taking pods out a little bit easier. They've also changed the back panel, like that spot that sits on your back, a little bit. They've made that pad a little less like bulgy, and I think considerably more softer, so it kind of makes the overall comfort of the pack, I don't know, nicer to me at least. At launch, they're only gonna ship in the 4-pack. They're gonna be available very soon and will sell for $89.95. Bunker Kings have also released a strapped version of the Supreme pack. It's really the exact same thing as the strapless version we literally just talked about, but has straps instead of no straps. It's gonna be a little bit cheaper than the strapless one though, mainly because the strapless one has to have like all these like cool little features that hold the pods in because there's no strap. So since it's a little cheaper to make, it's gonna be $10 cheaper, which puts it at $79.95. Bunker Kings are also releasing a lightweight version of their Supreme pants. They're kind of the same thing. They look very, very similar to like the regular Supreme version, just with less padding really. They're still gonna have that like waterproof pocket. They have a really cool like Velcro crotch zipper area enclosure, have that waterproof material on the inside, and are very lightweight, made extremely well. I'm guessing they're gonna be about $170 to $180 and will also be available really soon. The NXL has released new bunkers. This has been like talked about for a very long time, but they're getting rid of the W and switching to a modular bunker system. The new modular system is gonna consist of 6 bunkers, 4 of the wing-shaped bunkers that we've actually kind of seen previously, just much smaller. The new modular bunker system is going to consist of 6 bunkers, 4 winged bunkers, and 2 of these huge giant bricks. So since the bunkers are still pretty big, it's still very possible we have a big, huge center 50. So we're getting rid of the W because it's big, huge, and awkward, but with these big new modular bunkers, we can still make a big, huge, awkward center bunker. Or make it small and just have, you know, big, giant brick in the middle. So the versatility of this new bunker set is what's cool and appealing to most people like myself. So NXL World Cup is over and we have winners. In the Pro Division, Edmonton Impact took home first place. In the Semi-Pro Division, Sacramento DMG took first. In Division 2 in first place was NRG Elite. And in Division 3, Carolina Crisis finished in first. And in Division 4, was Project Mayhem. Two-man amateur, or the women's two-man, we saw Charming Destiny take home first place. Two-man Division 5, Mob 2v2 took home first. And in two-man Division 2, to take home $50,000 was BOE. So with DMG's first place finish in semi-professional, that puts them first overall in the series, and they will be moving up. And that leaves one too many teams in the Pro Division. And since Thunder finished in 15th place here at World Cup, that makes them 16th overall in the Pro Division, so they are going down to semi-pro, and they will be actually playing in semi-pro. I was kind of surprised. I was like, are they still going to play? But Corey Field says that they are going to play semi-professional paintball in the NXL next year. I think DMG is going to do pretty good in the Pro Division. So that is all the World Cup stuff. I think I pretty much got everything. It's possible I missed something. If I did, sorry. I want to thank BlackFridayPaintball.com. I want to thank BlackFridayPaintball.com for helping me bring you guys all of this World Cup video coverage. Without them, really, none of this would be possible. So next time you're looking for your next cool piece of paintball equipment, make sure to head to BlackFridayPaintball.com.